I'm going to be starting with applying here. I'll apply array modifier. Now I'm going to be applying simple deform. I'll go ahead and bend 360 degrees. I'll change my poly count here. Let's go and object, apply all transformers. And now we're going to need a couple of copies. So let's go ahead on z-axis here and let's show what's happening here. So when I put that on z-axis, I'll increase my my counts here to 12 counts, and there we go. So we get a radial object here. So what I could do here, go to top view here and start editing my geometry. So while I tap from my keyboard here to enter the object mode or the edit mode, I could just go ahead and extrude that guy here up from front view. I'll get extrude and press C. Align that here, G and Z. I can continue adding more details on that piece. Okay, now with that being said, I'll go ahead and connect these here. For example, let's go and see that we need 12 connects here. I'm gonna go ahead and connect that here. I'm gonna be giving that 8 connects. And let's see that we wanna go to front view. I'm gonna select that edge loop here and lift that up here with G and Z. I'll connect, for example, 3 here. There we go. Now we do have create a hole here, for example. I'll use my add-on loop tool, and I showed you how to enable that in the previous tutorial. Let's disable these here. I'm gonna be going and increasing that number to 100% and disabling the radius. Best fit. Proceed. I'm gonna go ahead and S to make it smaller, and we can just go and I2 insert so that I could go to top view and extrude. There we go. So now I'll go and connect that part and that here as well. I'll go and front view, select these guys here by inserting that part here. I have completely supported the into area as well. X and delete the faces, and simply we have that applied all the way around the object. So let's repeat the process here. So one thing I want to show you as well, if you increase the numbers here, then you could get the same effect on the new geometry. So as I mentioned, I could just go and put 200 here. And there we go, we have massive geometry with holes. I could put 500 here. That's it. Now I'll go and draw that number to 12. A bonus tips here, if you always to merge these here by enabling the merge option and the array modifier. Showing you more tips and tricks here. You could select these here and G and Z on Z axis. So let's see that we're gonna create some kind of game asset here. So we can just tweak that here until we get the results that we're happy with. So I'll tap to edit mode here. I'm going to go to top view, drop your cylinder, G. Let's see that we're gonna tap to edit mode. I'll go to wireframe mode, insert that part here. Once more, front view here, I'll connect that. I'll go to works mode. I'll select these here, G and Z on Z axis. Now we could just make that part as well visible. So what we're gonna do here, I could select that part here, X and delete. And now we could, by the way, disable the grid here on the floor. I could select that part here, it should be bubble. And now I could extrude these here, slide the scale down, from front view, wireframe mode, I'll just extrude them up here. Now we have that part here. So I could select the part here, X and delete, and I could just continue that pattern here. So we could just start tweaking this here by adding more holes or adding more details here. I could select the part here and extrude inside. So I could select these guys here, the top view, extrude it inside. And now we have to support that here. And notice that we have a bevel as well, and that's the coolest thing about creative symmetries. I could just go and add one more here, Control B bevel with 3, for example, and I could make a hole here. So I could select these here, extrude along normals. Now I could just go and delete. There we go. So I could add a loop here as well. And that's it. Now I could continue adding more details. I guess you get the idea here. Add details here on that part here. So I could take the whole thing here and extrude them along normals. Let's continue with a couple of them here. So I'll add 2. This time I'll make that smaller here. Select these here, and I'm going to be going and extruding them along normals. I'm going to be selecting that face here and that face here, delete, and here as well. Delete the faces. And there we go, now we get nice topology here. So I'll add a loop here, on that side and on that side as well. We continue adding loops here. For example, you could add 1 more here and 3 more here. And now you could collapse the modifiers. Let me just add a couple of them here. Straighten that loop here. I'm adding more here as well. Hold that down. There we go. I'll add 1 here as well, and 1 here. And we could just do that effect here. I'll add a circle here as well, so I could bevel that edge loop. And I could select these here. So let's select that part here. Or that here. Doesn't matter actually. Right click and circle. I to insert, sorry. A to extrude. I'm going to be going and adding 2 loops here as I mentioned. And on the outside as well. And now we do have quite complex shape. I could go and delete that part. And we simply have holes. So apply. And I could just go and subdivision surface with 2 subdivisions here. There we go. So we need to get a nice piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that part here and I'll divide that middle. I'll give that 16 sides. I'm matching. So now I'll add a loop here as well. Right click, G and Z, and extrude along normals. And I can just make that effect here. There we go. So now we end up with quite complex shape. If I apply subdivision surface on that piece here, we could put the count to 2. Now, there we go. End up with that gorgeous piece here. If I apply my modifier as well, I'll grab everything here. Rotation on x-axis, 90 degrees. Proceed. And now that's the shape. Amazing. So now that's the whole method about how to create that kind of complex shape. And I wanted to show you how to work with radial symmetries, especially on radial objects, procedural. So yeah, that's it. And don't forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Again, thanks for watching. Take care.